Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second episode of Bracket Up, where we back up our brackets with the arguing skills of Lionel Hutz from The Simpsons. My name is Andy Jerrick, and the premise of this podcast is quite simple. Myself and my best friends are creating tournament brackets for all sorts of topics, from the mundane to the slightly less mundane. Sometimes our brackets may have 64 entries like a March Madness bracket, even though it's middle of June. Sometimes it might be 32, 24, 16. You never know. It's going to be different every time. But today's topic, we're going with 24, a very important 24. The top 24 fast food chicken things. Chicken nuggets, chicken strips, chicken rings. If it comes from a fast food place, it's on this bracket. It's in this tournament. We're going to find out what the very best one is. So we tossed these into a simulator. So what you think might be the number one seed is not the number one seed. What you think might be the 24 seed is not the number 24 seed. 8 random nuggies have moved on to round 2. They got a first round bye. It's not what you think. There's some awful ones there. We will make do as best we can. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the other members of this podcast. First off, I'm just going in order from what I see on Zoom. Andy Mysak. How you doing, Andy?
I'm doing good, but my name's Roy Nader.
Yes, special shout out to Roy. We're using his paid Zoom account so we can keep this over 40 minutes. Appreciate it, Roy. One of the friends of the pod. Next up is Bill Johnson. I see you there, Bill. I love your beard.
Hello. I've never been someone's best friend before, so thanks.
Well, you're one of my best friends.
Don't get used to it.
No. The next best friend on this list is Dominic Catalano. I see you, Dom. How are you doing?
Boy. Oh, surviving, thriving.
That's what I like to hear. And finally, we have a guest for this episode. We have the Nugget King himself, Mr. Tony Galski. Tony, how are you?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
That is fantastic to hear. So, Tony, you've got the basic gist of this down. We're starting off in round 1. We're not going to tell you well, maybe we will. Who knows? We'll see as we go along. The 8 tender strip fast food whatchamacallits that moved on to round 2.
Oh, no, he can see it.
That's all. Y'all can see it. Oh, God, I'm losing my mind. Whatever. So you can see what's going on. So
we won't tell you, but you can see it.
That's right. That's quality podcasting right there. So the very first matchup, the battle of the mid-seeds, the 16 versus the 17, Dairy Queen's chicken strips or the all-time classic, the Mcnuggets. Guys, what are we looking at here?
So before we go, I bought a bunch of nuggets to eat while we do this from a bunch of different places.
Beautiful.
Ironic enough, I don't have Dairy Queen, but I have a McNugget, so I'm gonna taste that now.
Can you go nice and slow? Can you chew nice and loud so we can all hear it, please?
Yeah, we could
Please
double
don't.
this as an ASMR podcast. Get some clicks.
I hear some smacking of jowls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love that, but
And I don't love
I
this.
mean, I'm gonna say the McNuggets they're classic. I think they're good.
They're not.
Wow.
I was going to say,
how old are these?
Maybe 20 minutes.
Oh. But I mean, Dairy
It's
Queen
better
is
than
just
Dairy Queen, though.
not great.
Without having it, I know it's bad.
Andy, how many nuggets do you have there?
I just
How
finished.
many McNuggets? I'm sorry.
Oh, McNuggets? I don't know. I put the rest in the fridge. I only had one on here. But I have 13 different nuggets on the plate. Or strips.
I actually did some research this time, and all the McNuggets are in 4 distinct shapes.
Yeah, the
They
boo.
either come as "fuck you."
We got ourselves a
You're
nugget
already
challenge
stepping on
off.
my toes.
Nugget
Yeah,
knowledge.
The bell, the bow tie, the ball, and the boot, and yeah, that
You're
was my
serious?
research.
That's really a thing?
Yeah, there's only 4
There's
shapes.
always 4 shapes,
Oh my God.
and they have names.
I could never distinguish a difference. It was just a blob of shit. Like,
It is just a blob of
Yeah.
shit.
It was a circular
But
blob.
it's 4 distinct blobs of shit.
Wow.
Well, I guess
How would you feel if they added a fifth shape? I mean, how would you guys feel if they added a fifth shape?
That's too many. I don't think.
It has to begin.
What
What would the fifth shape be?
Breast.
Because it has to start with a B. The breast.
It's also circular.
That's true.
Well, I'll get the voting started.
I mean, there's
off.
already the
Well, I
ball.
guess I won't because Bill's got fucking something to say.
Hey,
No,
we
go
need
ahead.
research on this desperately.
Did you do research on Dairy Queen, Bill? Or did you just
I
know it was
don't
going to be
think-
out?
I didn't bother doing research on Dairy Queen because it's a garbage company.
It's also a
God.
I've only had their chicken strips a couple times. They're terrible. McNuggets suck, but they're better than Dairy Queen.
I will say Dairy Queen does ice cream, and that's all they should do.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Food.
whole bracket is, well, this section of the bracket, like whoever wins this round is just going to end up losing to Chick-Fil-A.
I mean,
So,
honestly, yeah.
Wow. I'm
Hold on,
surprised.
Yeah, it's going
I
to lose
would
to Chick-fil-A.
I was like, if you think
Wow.
McNuggets are better than Chick-fil-A, or I'm sorry, yeah, if you think McNuggets are better than Chick-fil-A, you're sadly mistaken. It's not. That's not
I
a
don't
fair
know.
reason.
McNuggets are classic Americana, but we're not on that round yet.
Yeah,
We're
well, let's get to
talking about
voting here.
McNuggets versus Dairy Queen.
I'm going McNugget. It sounds like Bill's going McNugget. Sounds like Tony's going McNugget.
Yep.
Dominic,
Yeah.
Andy?
Clean sweep, I think.
Yeah. Fuck you, Dairy Queen. You suck.
That was an easy way to get started. This one might be, actually, well, who knows? It might be a little bit easier. We've got the 9 seed, Freddy's Frozen Chicken Strips from, Freddy's Frozen Steak Burgers, one of that place.
I think it's Freddy's frozen custard, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
pretty
remember.
good.
Yeah, I
There's
think
one
it
not
is
far.
too.
Yeah.
I just call it Freddy's.
Freddy's Frozen Chicken things against Wendy's
Yeah.
Spicy Nugs.
Which Wendy's got
I'm-
shafted here at the 24 seed. Wendy's got-
It happens every podcast we record. Someone gets shafted with the 24 seed.
Oh God, the spicy nuggets great.
Isn't
I
it?
was gonna say the Wendy's Wendy's is gonna win. That's
Yeah.
like that. Wendy's is hands down over.
I don't even
Freddy.
like Freddy's.
I don't like Freddy's hamburgers. I don't like Freddy's anything. I don't like Freddy's custard. I don't like Freddy. It's
Yeah, Freddy-
Wendy's for me.
Wendy's for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's sweet. Apparently, the two people that founded it named it after their father.
Thanks for
I've
the
never
research,
eaten
Bill.
Freddy's, so yeah, I spent hours and hours researching nuggets.
Well, Bill, did you know that Wendy's is named after the owner's or the creator's daughter?
Yeah, her actual name was Melinda, but she couldn't say her name. She said Wendy. I'll be
Is that a real
talking more
thing?
about when. Yeah, I swear to God.
That's
I'll
a
talk
real
more
thing
about
you've looked up.
Dave Thomas is actually a fascinating person.
Oh my god!
We can get more into that into round 2, though.
I think
Dominic, who are you
Dominic,
voting for?
I think his audio went out. Dominic, try again. Dominic, speak. Wendy's or Freddy's?
Is your headphone plugged in? What is he doing?
He's
Is he like
texting
watching
some-
porn?
I mean, we've all been there before. We've all watched porn on a video stream.
It's like we're not even here. Like, look at him. I can see it's like we're not even in the middle of a Zoom call right now.
It's fucking amateur hour.
I think he's messing with us. I think he could hear us, and he's just not talking. This is a bit.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bit.
Oh no, he just.
Oh god,
Oh,
he's gone
now.
Well, I can tell you guys more about Wendy's while he figures this out.
Please regale
Why did
us.
well,
So
he's not
Wendy's,
gone. He's just
You know what?
He'll
You're
be
interrupting
back.
me. I feel like you're interrupting me, Tony.
sorry.
He's the guest, Bill.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
us-
true.
tell
Tony's
us-
the guest.
Tell
So,
us more about Dave Thomas.
Dave Thomas founded Wendy's in 1969 in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh,
It's the third largest hamburger fast food chain in the world. Which, I mean, you know, after McDonald's, after Burger King, that's pretty cool. I found this funny. Dave Thomas had 5 kids, but he named it after just one of them. He was like, "Fuck the other kids," and he actually regretted naming it after his daughter.
Ouch.
He thought that created too much pressure for her, but she seems to be doing okay.
Was Melinda his first kid?
I think it was like his third, maybe.
Oh yeah, and that's a terrible decision. I was gonna say if it was his first kid, then he could have just learned to pull out better. But
Yeah,
I think Dominic can hear.
she might have been the youngest kid when he did Wendy's, but I don't know. I didn't actually see that.
All right, Dominic, you Wendy's, so we can get off the Dave Thomas talk.
Oh, we're talking about Dave Thomas?
Yeah, he actually. I'll save this for round 2 because it's pretty interesting. It's pretty
Wendy's
juicy.
is coming up again real soon.
Yeah.
But before
I
that,
gotta save some Wendy's stuff for later.
a good idea. All right, matchup number 3 in the first round, we've got Slim Chickens Tenders versus Checkers Chicken Bites.
Oh,
Go, boys. I know this is a popular one.
oh,
right,
Slim's
so-
all the way, baby. Slim's all the way.
I know Slim's is in Bloomington, so Bill and Tony,
No,
tell us about it.
it closed. It closed.
Oh,
It's gone.
well, you guys went to ISU for 4 years. Did you have it in those 4 years?
No,
it
they
didn't
moved it
open
after.
until after we graduated.
Right.
I had it once. It was okay.
Checkers is pretty good, actually.
Oh, Checkers
I was
is
gonna say-
disgusting.
I like Checkers.
I like
I
Checkers.
don't
Sure.
like the name Checkers. I don't like the name Checkers.
Why?
So
Why?
it's not for
Why?
me.
Did you lose at Checkers a lot as a child, or like?
Yes, but I don't know. When I hear Checkers Chicken Bites, that sounds gross.
Say, hey, do you want to come over for some CCD? You know?
To be fair, we should also mention that half these things aren't named correctly. I mean, down below
Yeah.
we have Raising Cane's thing.
I love Raising Cane things. That's a whole different conversation right there. But they actually opened a Slim's in the Orland Mall, I think.
Oh,
now.
they did. They did.
Oh,
They have one in
I've had it
Champaign.
once.
Last time I had it was back in 2017. So, fun fact, it gave me the horrible shits, but it was delicious. It was delicious.
I don't remember liking Slims. I'm gonna vote for Checkers.
fun fact: Checkers is also called Rallies in some parts of the country.
I'll be damned.
Oh yeah, Checkers
It's
Rallies.
got that NASCAR motif.
I prefer the name Rallies, so I'm going to pretend this is Rallies Chicken Bites, and I'll vote for Rallies.
2 votes for Rallies.
Does that make it better named Rallies rather than Checkers?
It does actually. I would
Rallies
prefer to
Chicken.
eat at a restaurant called Rallies than
It's all-
Checkers.
It's all racing themed.
So
Oh,
I'm
yeah, it
also
is.
I'm also going to vote for Checkers because you can only order their chicken bites by the half pound,
So true.
and that's
Yeah,
a good start.
This
To
is
a
an
meal.
upset. This
I'm
is
a
an upset.
Checkers.
You guys
Tony's-
are just you.
Dominic,
Tony,
do you
this
want to
is-
give a vote to Slim?
I'm voting for Slims. You know, Tony, I'm disappointed. I thought your nugget knowledge was superior, but apparently apparently
Oh,
it's
no, Tony. I think you shouldn't question him. Tony's the Daniel Day-Lewis of chicken tenders. he like goes into the restaurant and he walks up to the cash register. He looks them square in the eye, and like that movie There Will Be Blood, he just goes, "I'm a nugget man." No.
Oh, by the way, for those who haven't written it down, write down who you think's gonna win. I know Tony and Bill and I did it. I think Andy might have too. So Dominic,
Yeah.
write down your winner.
all right.
I was really torn on 2 choices.
Sorry, Dominic, if it was Slim's chicken, Freddy's frozen thing, or Dairy's strips.
Looks like I had a slim chance of winning that round.
I hate you.
That's all. Rally up, guys.
Can I change? I'm
Oh.
gonna change mine.
That's fine. I'm gonna keep mine.
I didn't even have to say that. I could have just done it.
Yeah. All right. Wendy's non-spicy versus Brown's chicken dunkers. We didn't mention in the beginning, but we're not doing anything that's wing based, so we couldn't do Brown's chicken wings or KFC's chicken wings, or we can't add anything where it's an actual wing. So it's got to be a strip, a nugget, popcorn, rings, anything not marketed as a wing.
They're called Brown's Chicken Dunkers.
I think you told us that, Bill.
I know, Andy. You
I thought they
looked
were
at the
just
menu.
chicken nuggets.
Me and
Does
Jerrick
Browns
looked
still
at the
exist?
menu and didn't see any chicken things, but you told us on the menu in your area.
I said when I went to grade school, they had Brown's chicken nuggets as an option every month or so. They were never called Dunkers. I don't know where we're getting that.
Well,
I
it
think
doesn't
we
matter.
saw it on the menu like it was an appetizer.
Yeah, well, it's
At least
not
the
gonna
menu
ma-
that we just looked at.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Maybe they
matter.
changed their
Wendy's
name.
is great.
Tony, can we confirm? Are they called Brown's Chicken Dunkers? Tony, Brown's Chicken Dunkers.
He can go into his chicken nugget memory palace with
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
I was gonna say,
Eyebrow
I don't think I've actually ever had Browns, so I really
Oh, it's good.
It's mediocre.
I disagree.
so
I also
We
like how
can,
they have
Tony, your privilege is showing right now. So
my privilege is showing.
Of not
My
having
chicken
Brown's
nugget
chicken.
privilege is showing. Oh my god!
Would you guys like another Wendy's fact?
yes.
So Dave Thomas used to work under Colonel Sanders.
Oh, that's
Really?
Yeah,
Private days.
he turned around several KFC franchises that were struggling, and then eventually he quit to do Wendy's. But he had a lot of influence over the Colonel.
That's the American dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Learn something from someone smarter than you and then take that information and create an even larger franchise, making more money and just generally smashing the other one.
I don't know if Wendy's is smashing
KFC might be
KFC.
bigger. I think
Yeah.
They are in
KFC
my
is bigger
book.
than Wendy's.
Nah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They're both.
I feel like
I don't
nobody's
fucking know.
like. Well, the reason why I somewhat agree
Hot
with
take from.
is just because nobody's like, I'm like super excited. Like, yeah, I'm fucking going to KFC tonight. Like,
I
don't
am.
think people are-
Fun fact: in Japan on Christmas,
Yes,
they eat a bucket of KFC chicken.
for Christmas.
That's their like.
That's
yeah.
their holiday meal.
That's their holiday. That's like how we would eat a turkey on Thanksgiving. Christmas Day comes and they have
That's
that
so
bucket of 11 secret seasonings.
Herbs and spices. You're doing but you did the research, but you can't get herbs and
Yeah.
spices.
Yeah, herbs and spices.
Do you know where Dave Thomas is buried?
Oh God!
Legend says he's buried under a secret Wendy's.
Speaking of Wendy's, got my vote. Oh no, it's going negative.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
Wendy's.
that was the one good thing about middle school, so I'm going to go with Brown's Chicken Dunkers, even though it's not what they're called.
My fun fact is my dad's first job was at Brown's. He said the chicken was mediocre. Then we ate it when we lived in Bridgeview. It was mediocre.
Wendy's for the
What a good
win.
story.
Yeah, Wendy's on this end also.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
You shouldn't be.
All
I
right.
just wanted to show some love to Brown's Chicken.
Much appreciated. Moving on to the second half of round one, we've got PDQ's Chicken Chunks going up against Shake Shack's Chicken Nuggets.
I have never had either of their.
No one goes to
chicken.
Shake Shack for chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never wanted to put something called a chunk in my mouth, so I'm gonna vote for.
Oh,
Shake,
trust
I'm
me.
sure.
No,
There's
no,
some
no, no.
chunks I put in my mouth.
You are way off if you don't vote for PDQ. Probably the best chicken place on here.
I've never had it, but I've never had either. But I really like Shake Shack's logo.
Shake Shack is a burger place and has a great burger, but their chicken,
I never had either, but I feel like I got a soft spot for anything called chicken chunks, so I'm voting for PDQ.
Bill, you're Shake Shack?
Yeah, I'm Shake Shack.
I'm PDQ.
I'm Dominic.
You fuck you. Tony and Andy?
Tony?
I will say Shake Shack is probably the most recent restaurant on this list. which is pretty impressive. They were founded in 2004.
Oh my
Tony?
god. It's PDQ.
You gotta give them some credit.
Tony's a PDQ, I heard. The right answer.
Yeah, so am I. PDQ is great, and it is a damn shame that it closed up. But I gave it a lot of business before it did.
Oh, so did I. If that place wasn't closed, that'd be a nugget right on this plate right now.
Hey, they probably would have done better if they didn't call it fucking Chunks.
I don't think it's called Chunks, but one on here, chicken and
Why
spice.
is it on there?
I don't remember. It might be Chunks.
Because
but
they're clearly not a nugget. They're
not nuggets. It is like
they're not shaped.
It's just like a chunky piece of meat. And also, chicken and spice is chunks on the menu, and we'll get to those right now. So it's Carl's Junior Chicken Stars versus chicken and spice. It says stuff, it's chunks. And I don't have chicken and spice here because that thing is like all of these nuggets rolled into one massive ball. It's incredible.
I mean, we all know I'm not voting for Carl's Jr. First of all, it comes in a star, which is gross. I don't like when nuggets are shaped. They're all shaped like unnatural objects, but that's even worse, in my opinion.
So could I give Carl's Jr. -1 for you, Bill?
Yeah, I'm not going to vote for chicken and spice. I'm going to anti-vote for Carl's Jr.
I'm just going to give your vote to chicken and spice. I also vote for chicken and spice. Let's, Tony, where are you sitting on it?
Despite the fact that the last time I had chicken and spice, it was absolute trash.
Oh, don't tell me that.
It was so bad. It was so dry. It sucked. It was right before quarantine, so I don't know if people just stopped caring. but I'm still gonna go with chicken and spice over Carl's.
You could also substitute Hardee's for Carl's, even though they don't make theirs into stars, but they're basically the same place, different parts of the country.
Dominic and Andy, do you agree, or do you want to give some love to the stars?
I'm gonna go give some love. Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna go give some love to the chicken stars. I love the novelty of a star-shaped chicken item, and it's something that I've had a couple times. They're pretty decent, and I haven't had chicken and spice, though I'm pretty close to it. Someday, though, but it's chicken stars for me today.
Yeah, we hear you, Dominic.
My audio's all jacked up, but I'm a chicken and spice fanboy since 2015. Shout out. You got to go to the original and Joliet. Ain't nothing jolly there. Chicken and spice, those chunks with the hot sauce. Oh, don't get oof.
All right, guys, moving on to what I think might be the most contested matchup in this first round. Burger King's chicken fries versus Culver's chicken strips.
Oh.
Culver's does really good strips.
I don't think I've ever actually had Culver's, their chicken strips.
They're good.
They're good.
I don't like the idea of a chicken fry, so I know where I'm at. I've never had the chicken fries though, so apparently they're the more premium of the two things at Burger King.
I could attest it's way better than a normal chicken nugget from Burger King.
That's controversial. Let's keep the controversy down, guys. All right.
I will say Burger King has changed their menu so many times.
It's because they suck.
They do suck. Yeah, I think that's evident.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about it, though, is like, for as much as times as they've still changed their menu, how are they still the second largest fast food chain?
Oh,
they're not.
They're not. They might be the second largest burger place, but they're not.
Subway's bigger. I'm pretty sure Taco Bell's bigger.
Is it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd say. I would think. I don't know.
I think so.
KFC is the second biggest restaurant after McDonald's worldwide, I think.
Actually, Subway?
I'm actually looking at the Wikipedia page. It's Subway, McDonald's, Starbucks, but we're not including Cap.
Well, if you go to KFC's Wikipedia page, they are apparently the second largest restaurant chain by sales after McDonald's. But it's Wikipedia, so I don't know.
believe Wikipedia. I'm
Burger
going to vote for
King
Culver's.
fries.
King's hot trash. I think Burger King's hot trash.
It is. The chicken fry was really good, though, but it's not Culver's. I'm voting for Culver's.
I think Culver's is solid. Like,
Culver's
across
is
the
good.
board, B plus all their stuff, I'd say.
Oh, I'd go higher on some of it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I say
some of it.
Culver's has got my vote too.
Culver's
Yeah.
is great. So it sounds like 3 Culver's. Did Dominic just say yeah, Culver's? I think he's having audio problems, but I hear clicking, so something's coming through.
Yeah, he was just muted for a second.
All right, Dominic, Culver's.
Oh, wait. I'm going to tell you a story, though, about these chicken fries. So,
Oh, I got a story about a
band?
test on here as well. I mean, chicken fries.
the band Slipknot attempted to sue Burger King for a commercial they did featuring the chicken fries. Burger King did a commercial where they had a metal band dress up in chicken masks, and their name was Cock Rock. They released 2 albums, Cock Rock. They almost went on tour, but one of the band members was could not leave Canada for some reason legally. And then Slipknot was like, "Hey, we play metal music and we wear masks. Surely this is a breach of our image." So they tried to sue, and then they lost. They didn't go to trial or anything like that. I just thought it was hilarious. Imagine thinking you started the musicians wearing masks trend. It wasn't Slipknot.
I gotta say, before today, the last day at a chicken fry was with Tony at ISU, guest Tony, and I watched this man open the thing, the little tub they come in, and fill this side with ketchup, and just take
As
it,
you should.
dunk it into the whole thing.
As you should.
I thought
Yeah,
that was funny.
What are you supposed to do?
Not have more ketchup than chicken.
Debatable.
Depends on. You gotta remember that.
Burger King chicken.
Yeah,
Nah.
it
Hear me
needs
out, guys.
some kind of seasoning.
A restaurant should have chicken tenders, but with that, it's mixed in like little ketchup, fried ketchup bites in a thing, and you just eat it.
Oh, that's nasty.
But you can fill it with like whatever sauce you want, like honey mustard or ranch,
No.
and it's just like sprinkled in. No,
Bill, stop him
Burger
eating.
King- Burger King's definitely tried to put that on their menu before.
So we all vote in Culver's?
Yeah, did Dominic just die or leave or?
No, he's
I'm
here.
right here. I don't know what it is. I have a good internet connection, but whatever time we do this, it acts on its own. Like I don't understand it. But I'm gonna be the lone Burger King guy. I'm gonna vote.
Are you really? You motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
You disgusting mongoloid.
I never had it. I can't vote for something I never had.
I disagree. I have
This
my
is,
opinions barely matter.
I think this next one is going to be the toughest one. It's the Popeyes
Yeah.
chicken strip and the Raising Cane's chicken strip. I got both of them here, and I've been eating both of them the whole time. They're both so good.
I've honestly never had Raising Cane's. I didn't know
So good.
Popeye. I've heard good things about it.
So
But
good.
Popeyes is great. I like Popeyes a lot.
Yeah, Popeyes is also fantastic. I got the
It's-
spicy version. So good.
I
It's
think I'm
a
gonna go with.
shame they matched up in the first round.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's.
Whoa, with Popeyes, that Cajun spice, my man, is so good.
Can you chew louder, please, so we can hear?
I'm gonna. My vote's for Popeyes because I want to see it go further. That's the point of the podcast, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
We
also
pick
going with
what we
Popeyes.
think might be better. Oh wow.
Yeah, I love Popeyes, man. I would go there all the time. And I know Raising Cane's is fairly new around this area, and I haven't been there myself, but I got to go with Popeyes.
Yeah.
It's not just about the nuggets.
Tony?
Yeah, Raising Cane's is good. Don't get me wrong, but like, I just like Popeyes better, to be honest. And it pains me to say that because Raising Cane's is a sponsor of the minor league sports team I work for. But gotta
So
go
you have
with,
a conflict of interest, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so.
even if
I think you need to abstain from this vote.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was already good advance. Sorry.
That's fair.
All right, round 2.
Yeah.
And this is where Bill's going to be upset when the McNuggets get stomped.
Yeah, it's Chick-Fil-A versus McNuggets. This could be an easy one.
Go on, Bill. State your case. State your case, Bill.
I will say, if you guys take Chick-fil-A, you're canceled. Twitter's going to be like, no, because they're not a great company.
No, but they're a terrible company, but they make a mean piece of chicken.
I really don't like how it's closed on Sundays, especially because they have a restaurant in the Atlanta Falcons stadium that's just closed on those days. So every time they have a Sunday game, you can't. Why is it there? What's the point? That makes me so mad. I don't know. They have really good chicken, though. I admit that. But McNuggets is classic.
I feel like are we talking about like Chick-fil-A, the nuggets, not the sandwiches, nothing else, just the nuggets.
Just
and I think
the nuggets.
Yeah, but I just
Just
ate the
the
nugget,
nugget.
and it's so much better than a McNugget.
I disagree with you. I think a McNugget has been there for me more than
Oh my
Chick-fil-A nugget.
Yeah, I agree with Dominic. Does a Chick-fil-A nug come in 4 distinct shapes?
Oh, my God.
All right, so all the
It's just
sensible people.
one.
Now that all the crazies have voted, Tony, Andy, what are you voting for?
It's Chick-fil-A for me all the way. I appreciate the McDonald's nostalgia, but
Wow.
I need more than 4 shapes in my life. I really do.
Chick-fil-A has one shape.
No,
And it's the only shape
And
right
that,
now.
and that one shape is bigotry.
God.
Tony, how about you?
It's Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
Oh boy, I'm the deciding vote.
That was quick. All right, matchup number 2 in round number 2. We'll see who gets going to face off against Chick-fil-A later, but right now it's Arby's chicken strips. Arby's getting the first round bye, the 8 seed, going up against Wendy's spicy nuggets. I have a feeling that there's a reason why Arby's got the 8 seed in this round.
Gotta say,
Because they're fucking terrible.
it's not
I
bad.
did not know. I didn't know Arby's
Arby's?
had chicken strips.
Arby's chicken
not-
strips are actually
It's
kind of
not
underrated.
bad.
I was gonna say they're kind of underrated. If you haven't had an Arby's chicken strip, like I'm not putting them ahead of Wendy's by any means.
No.
Like Wendy's got my vote, but Arby's is definitely better. I'd put Arby's ahead of McDonald's.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You know what we're forgetting though? The sauce.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no!
that's-
You have
no.
to think about the sauce options of each place. Arby's has their barbecue sauce. They have their horsey sauce. I
Yeah,
think
but then
that's
you're putting too many categories into it. Then, like, yeah, like, is it the best sauce? Or is it just the best, like?
I
barbecue
think it's something that you have to have in the back of your mind.
No.
it's true though. It's true. Who eats nuggets without a sauce? That is true. You think about
Yeah.
it.
Who
Have
eats
you not been
dry
watching me
nuggets?
for the last
I
40
do.
minutes eat nuggets without sauce?
Yeah,
'Cause
but
you're a
Andy,
monster.
that's because you're an only child. You didn't You don't feel empathy for other people.
Oh my
So you're
only
able
children
to eat
here.
dry chicken.
There's more
You're
only
able to eat
children in
dry
this
chicken.
podcast.
Yeah,
But
But I
Tony-
feel empathy.
Tony and Andy Jerrick, they have like spiritual brothers. They have blood brothers. They grew up with love in their hearts.
You got me there.
You're able to choke down dry chicken, and I don't know if I trust a man that can do that.
I'm gonna choke.
That still doesn't convince me to vote against Wendy's.
Oh no, I'm voting for Wendy's.
Yeah.
Fuck Arby's.
Yeah.
So it's a sweep.
I would assume so.
Anyone against sweep here?
Nope.
I think so.
Get the broom. Get the broom.
All right, well, time out. Dominic's never even had fucking Arby's.
It's been like good 15 plus years. So
We were gonna get you to eat Arby's in December 2012. You wouldn't do it.
Why is that date so fresh in your mind?
because that was a supposed Mayan. Remember
The
December
Mayan calendar
24th?
end of the world. We were gonna take him on the day the world was gonna end.
I'm just imagining like snow's coming down, and you're looking out the window. And you're like, Dominic, it's time for Arby's.
One day.
Oh no. We ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it. The item that got a bye in this matchup is Sonic's Popcorn Chicken, and it's going up against Checkers Chicken Bites. Feel like this is going to be a tough one.
Sonic all the way. Give me them.
I'm not excited about either of these.
I mean, who is? It's Sonic and rallies. I mean,
How is Sonic gonna make it to round 3?
This has nothing to do with their nuggets, but apparently Sonic, like, you know how they have like those car hops that are on the skating people?
Yeah. They're cool.
Yeah, I mean that part's cool, but unless you tip them in cash, they don't get tips with card or debit, so it's kind of shitty.
That's a real shitty.
Just like any other restaurant, I don't tip, so it doesn't bother me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Especially during a pandemic, right, Dominic?
Oh, hell no. I'm trying to save cash, not spend it, you know?
I also didn't know you were supposed to tip them. I never go to Sonic, but it's a fast food place. I've never thought about it. I don't know if I've ever had a person roller skate up to me there, though. I think they're like
usually
20.
just walk. Usually just
Yeah.
walk up to them. But I believe me and you have actually gone there together
we
at
have-
ISU.
What
What did I see?
was our date like?
Yeah, it was September 23rd, 2011, actually.
Oh.
Classic.
Well, that's okay.
What did I
'cause me,
get?
Andy, and Dominic went to Sonic together once, too. And Dominic's mad at me for liking their funnel cake tasting onion rings.
Oh, God. Don't get me started. It took me years to finally eat onion rings after that. The fateful summer day of 2010, you know? It was,
They were good.
but yeah, I'm voting for these are both terrible choices. The popcorn chicken, it's mediocre. I'm gonna choose it.
Yeah, I just slogged down a fucking Sonic popcorn chicken, and it wasn't bad after you got by the dryness.
If only there was a condiment you could utilize for that to, flavor it up.
But don't worry, it doesn't matter in the chicken nugget bracket.
I'm just saying,
I'm gonna go with Checkers. The last time I had Checkers, I actually really liked it, so I'm gonna go with Checkers.
Give me that beautiful poundage that continues to be the reason I go to Checkers once every 9 months.
What's better though? You get a half pound of chicken. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't want a half pound of chicken? But what's better?
Checkers.
Yeah, it sounds like Checkers is better, so I'm going to vote for Rallies.
I'm honestly okay with that. Oh, no.
Yes!
Landslide.
Smash it!
Oh no!
But bonus round.
All right, next up, another classic and Wendy's non-spicy going up against what got the first round bye, Jack in the Box's chicken nuggets.
Boy,
Oh,
our
wow.
buys were stupid.
At least in this first half, yes. Actually, wait, no, they all were pretty much. So Jack in the Box chicken nugs or Wendy's non-spicy chicken nugs?
My question is Wendy's is going to get the first place? That was a bad joke. I don't care. Wendy's all the way.
I mean, none of us probably have had Jack in the Box on the regular because of where we live.
Yeah.
But has anyone who's been to Jack in the Box had a good experience at Jack in the Box?
I remember the first time. I remember growing up, they always had the commercials, right? But there was none close. First time I ever had Jack. I swear to God, like the last time I had Jack in the Box was in Alton, Illinois, in 2017. It was it was disappointing. I was like, wow, this is Jack in the Box.
Not worth it.
Now, Tony, do you have some umbrage to take against my knock against Jack in the Box?
No, I mean, the only memory I have of Jack in the Box is it was our when I played for ISU roller hockey. It was the exact halfway point between Bloomington Normal and St. Louis, where our tournaments were. So he'd always stop there for like a quick bite to eat and eat a Jack in the Box. I mean, it was good, and I think it was mainly good back when I was, 19 years old because it was something different. I'd never had it before, but
Well, you've grown as a person.
yeah. So
I mean, Tony, you could say the same thing about my roller hockey team. We'd go to Detroit
You
for like
also stop in Jack in the Box?
No, we did worse. We stopped at Jet's Pizza. It was awful. It was sad, but that was before anywhere in Illinois. It was this pan pizza, and it was bad. But we called it the best pizza Detroit had to offer. I stand by that statement because Detroit has bad pizza.
if I had to vote, my vote is for the Wendy's non-spicy.
Is anyone
you have a
voting
vote.
Jack in the Box?
It sounds like
Oh,
Jack in the Box is like pre-trauma experiences. Like, oh yeah, I had when life was good, everything was fine. But Wendy's is just always there. I mean, non-spicy, spicy. You can have mid-spicy. You got me. You
You can also use the Frosty as a sauce.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if you do that with chicken nuggets, but sure. Why
I
not?
have.
I never tried that. I'm about to try that next time. I'm not sober, so.
perfect.
Um,
Moving to the second half of round number 2, we've got PDQ's Chicken Chunks versus Steak and Shake's. Is that Chicken Bits? I can't quite read this.
Chicken bites.
Chicken tenders. I don't even know why they're called bites here.
Oh, bites.
They're
Okay.
just chicken strips or chicken tenders.
look,
Yeah, Steak and
If-
Shake.
anyone
Yeah.
who has half a brain is gonna vote for PDQ, even if you haven't
Oh.
had it, because Steak and Shake is trash through and through.
Steak and Shake was, I don't know how true this is, but they advertised it. It was Roger Ebert's favorite restaurant.
It was. I googled that.
He said he would bring the Pope there for the chili mac.
Yeah. I know. I remember,
Well, would he bring the Pope there for the chicken
I
tenders?
remember Roger Ebert said that the chicken was jaw dropping. So.
Well, look, when we were all,
My
oh God, fuck you, Dominic.
That was
Too far.
That is
Roger Ebert,
horrible.
friend of the pod. So sorry, sir.
R.I.P.
His angel is smiling upon us with just the top half of this.
Oh,
Because when you die, you don't get your body parts back. You're still, I don't know, you
You're
look
still
however you look.
mangled. You're still mangled up in heaven.
It's
Or
pretty-
hell,
it's
if
pretty
you're Roger Ebert.
Awful.
Friend of the pod.
Why would he do that? Roger Ebert's a good person.
that's it. Why did-
Probably.
No. He suggested taking the Pope to Steak and Shake. There is a man
Straight
who deserves
to
to
hell.
be in hell. It's him.
I think this is Roger Ebert libel and slander. If it's good enough for
It's
Roger, it's
true.
good enough for me.
Yeah, see, when we were all young and stupid and we'd go out at 3 a.m. to Denny's or fucking Steak and Shake, I look back on those days with horrible memories of eating nothing but trash. No.
I have a feeling Steak and Shake's not going to go on, but I have some things I wanted to share about it.
Let's hear him now.
The founder, he used to wheel on a cart steaks to his customers, and he would hand grind them in front of them before cooking them into beef burgers. I think that was the top of the roller coaster of quality, and it has steadily gone down since then. They honestly are probably not going to be around for much longer, or they're going to be closing a lot of places, it sounds like.
It's for the
which
best.
Is sad.
No, it's terrible.
From
it was
Bloomington,
founded in Normal.
Yes.
Normal's
the first
Illinois.
location.
The saddest dining experience I've ever had was in a Steak and Shake. There was
sad, Bill. What made it sad, Bill? What made
I
it
could
sad?
describe.
Just
There was
his
a lot
presence.
of reasons.
Just
We walk in, me and my lovely wife. I think it was our 2nd anniversary.
Oh no!
That's
What are you
not
doing?
It was just a regular stop in at Steak and Shake. We walk in, there's a guy, no legs. He's in a wheelchair. I'm not making fun of him. It was just poor, unfortunate circumstance.
The way you said that.
He was at the counter and he couldn't afford. It sounded like he was like trying to come up with the money for his
Chicken
bill.
strips.
And then someone, it wasn't me because I'm not a good person apparently, but someone else paid for him, and I thought that was really nice. We sat down. There was a child next to us playing under the table, and his parents weren't really watching him. There was just broken glass, a shattered plate. He's just picking up the pieces. I don't say anything. I'm just focusing on my chicken strips. Our waitress had a black eye. And then when we left, I immediately had to shit. Like I had to go across the street to a gas station and massive diarrhea. We were there for like 20 to 30 minutes or however long we were there. And we actually passed by the guy on the wheelchair. He didn't have transportation. He was just wheelchairing down really busy road. And it was, that's a pretty sad story, right?
Happy 2nd anniversary to Bill and Meredith.
Sponsored by Steak and Shake.
It was dark, but I'm gonna vote for Steak and Shake because I actually like their chicken strips.
That's how I feel about them. PDQ for me.
PDQ.
Yeah, PDQ as well, but Steak and Shake is at least, pretty darn cheap. You can get everything there for like $5 or less, I feel like. That's, a notch in their belt. Someone drove through the door of the Steak and Shake by us, and it's been closed for about a month.
Damn shame.
Good riddance.
It's probably just never going to open up again.
I'm sure it won't.
I will. Domestic terrorism.
I was gonna say they probably. I think Bill, you might, with all your research you did on this, I think Steak and Shake actually is going to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, or is it...
All I know is they're not doing very hot. They weren't doing hot before Corona, and then basically their debt is. I don't really understand finance stuff, but it's junk bond status. So they're
okay.
Jesus.
They're not doing so hot. They're worth nothing. But I'm going to miss them. If they go, I will miss them.
Yeah, their shakes are good. I just don't want to wait 15 minutes to get a chocolate shake.
My go-to is the chicken strips, the fries, and a Diet Coke. It's like $4. And I like their fries a lot. They're just like really skinny, thin fries.
I do like their fries too. I agree.
Yeah.
They're the same as Freddy's, and we all just shit on Freddy's.
No, fuck Freddy's.
It's
fuck
the same
Freddy's.
thing. It's the same burger. It's
No,
the same
it's
fries.
clearly not.
Yes, it is. It's the same thing.
Does the founder, does he grind them at your table like Steak and Shake does? good.
Dominic,
Does
what
he
are
take
you
that
voting for?
T-bone and show it to you?
Unfortunately, I don't have a sad sob story involving a man in a wheelchair, a waitress with a black eye, and diarrhea, which sounds like a Tuesday for me.
This is just Dominic, you're weak.
I'm just going to go with PDQ.
Yeah. I will say I picked Steak and Shake even though they have given me like the worst food poisoning over my life. Just countless times I have left Steak and Shake and gone directly across the street to a bathroom. And I still picked them.
As you should.
There's something about them that Roger Ebert saw. There's some magic there.
Oh. All right, moving on. The very next matchup is Burger King's chicken nuggets versus chicken and spice stuff.
Oh, it's chunks, by the way. It's chicken
and spice stuffed chunks. Stuffed chunks.
No, they're just chunks.
Chicken and spice, for sure.
Yeah.
You can go to Burger King and get 10 nuggets for like $1. Apparently,
I'm a quality guy. I want.
Oh yeah. I will say I do miss. They used to have like those Mighty Kid meals back in the 90s or whatever, and those tenders were really good, but their nuggets are pretty bad now.
Andy, I can't hear you.
Yeah, Andy, we can't hear you.
They've just changed.
Bill, I'm pretty sure McDonald's was Mighty Kid meals.
Yeah, you're right. McDonald's was Mighty Kids.
Oh. Huh.
Well, this changes everything.
Yeah.
Bring Mighty Kids meals back. They had like more adult toys.
Weren't they for like teenagers who just, hadn't hit puberty yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill.
I had my fair share of Mighty Kids meals.
They would have like Rick and Morty toys now and shit like that. I say bring it back.
Bill says bring it back. McDonald's, friend of the pod, bring it back.
They might even be best friends of the pod.
BFF
our
of
inner
the pod.
circle. Our inner circle, if you will. McDonald's, the chain restaurant.
McDonald's, Roger Ebert's shambling corpse. All friends of the pod. Deep friends of the pod.
We respect you.
Deep friends.
Deep friends.
God.
So we're all voting chicken and spice?
In peace.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyone want to speak up for Burger King's shitty nuggets?
I do agree that, for $1, for like $5.
It's a good deal.
For like $5.
No, I just ate them. I don't want to die.
They're not good. Even after, it's like, man, I could have used that $1 to buy 4 gumballs.
Yeah.
And I'm holding the spicy one now, and it's like, it's hard to squeeze it.
Oh, that's awful.
It's just a hard piece of
fair,
gross.
I can't squeeze my nug. I don't want it, so.
So Dominic, are you gonna give the vote to BK? BK
Oh
Nation?
God no, chicken spice chunk for life. Burger King, not a fan of the podcast.
No, enemy of the podcast. Enemy of the pod. BK.
Our first enemy of the podcast, the Burger King. Both the king and the restaurant.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the near the end of round number 2. We've got White Castle's chicken rings. They got a first round bye, but they're going up against Culver's chicken strips.
This is easy too.
White Castle.
I will say White Castle kind of, it's like the first, the guy that founded it basically invented the hamburger bun. It was like the first fast food restaurant. Kind of cool.
So Culver's, right?
No.
Are you kidding me?
White Castle. Are you joking? White Castle all the way, man.
No. Are you kidding?
I love White Castle sliders.
Yes.
I wish they had one down here. I don't know if I don't like the idea of chicken in weird shapes.
You're missing out.
A ring of chicken.
Look, I'm not saying White Castle chicken rings are disgusting. They're fine, but you're getting a better piece of meat at Culver's.
Oh, so it's about the meat. What about the history that White Castle brings?
If we're talking sliders, I'm all over White Castle here, but we're not. We're talking chicken.
The rings
Now,
are
they
delicious.
They do have a chicken ring slider.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not my go-to. And if you're going to get a chicken slider from White Castle, you should get the chicken and waffle slider.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, it's so good. It's probably the worst thing your body could consume.
I like that movie, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Is this how you vote for your chicken bill?
It's interesting because, like, White Castle it's mainly just a Midwest regional thing. Also,
Yeah.
They're not franchises. They're all company-owned, which is kind of unique. That's why they're not as big as they are. But they had a big movie about White Castle, and, like, people know what White Castle is all across the world. So they have history. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I absolutely love White Castle's chicken rings. I remember them being, I could be wrong on this, but personally, I remember them being one of the first places to advertise like a unique chicken that wasn't a nugget. Like before Burger King's chicken fries, before some of the other novelty stuff. The ring, for some reason, it does it for me every single time. I got to vote White Castle.
I've had Culver's chicken strips. That's not what I like. That's like pretty low on my list of things I want to get at Culver's.
But we're not comparing the menu items. We're comparing the chicken to the chicken.
No, but I'm just in my head, I'm thinking like,
If someone was like, "Hey, White Castle
this
chicken,"
one,
like White.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to vote for Culver's. I'll be the second to vote.
This one's actually pretty hard for me.
I'm mind blown. How
many chicken rings do you get in like a box or pack?
Yeah,
smallest is 6. So it's 6, 9, 12?
I think you get a sack of 20 for like $4.99, I think.
That's way cheaper than Culver's.
Yeah, but you're getting better meat at Culver's. I just took a bite of this chicken ring, and it's not necessarily the right color.
Yeah, you'd say that because you already had your mind made up.
No, you want to see the color? I can put it up to the camera.
Yeah, let's see.
That
It looks like
chicken
literally
color.
any other chicken nugget you could put up.
No.
That actually looks a lot like it looks like a healthy chicken breast.
No, there's like gray around it. The camera ain't doing it justice.
Did it
There's like
did
a
it
gray
tamper?
around
Did
it.
it-
Why don't you
I
drive
wasn't
over? Come on
expecting
over.
the camera to make it look better.
I mean, I accept defeat in this one. This isn't I don't care that much. But Culver's is better meat.
Andy is so mad right now.
I'm fuming.
Well, Bill, what's your vote then?
I honestly don't know yet.
I'm going with the White Castle. I'm going White Castle for me.
Thank you. Somebody's got some taste.
Oh,
Did
no.
you vote, Tony?
I didn't vote yet, but
Come on, nugget
What are-
connoisseur.
What
Save
are your
us.
thoughts? What are your thoughts?
like,
You know,
here's the
I'm
thing.
going to vote. I want to make this interesting, so I'm going to vote for Culver's.
Oh, you little
They're like
bastard.
right.
You
They're
bastard.
neck and neck for me. They're
Oh,
neck and neck,
come on.
and I want some Tony drama. I want
Come on,
to see
the
where he
nugget
goes.
connoisseur. We brought you here for this reason, Tony.
Don't fuck it
I
up.
want to see what he says.
well, here's my thing. Is like, if I am going to go to a place for like, I'm looking for like a really good like I'm actually like looking to eat like something that's gonna actually like fill me up and not make me potentially shit up like just diarrhea everywhere. Like, I'm going to Culver's. So I think for me, while I do enjoy the White Castle chicken ring, it is 100%
You
gonna be the Culver's.
spineless coward.
Who was there for you at 2 in the morning? Was it Culver? Oh, wait, they close at 10 o'clock. You can't get your chicken strips at 10 o'clock. They're closed. White Castle?
Excuse me, Culver's is at least 11.
Say,
I think
you know
later.
who was there
This
for
is
me?
me the fuck off. My ass
who was there?
chapped. Yes, it's so fucking chapped right now. God damn it.
This is why we brought in an expert, because these clowns over here vote for White Castle.
Ultimately, I don't like the idea of a ring. That grosses
You
me
don't
out.
like fun, is what you're saying.
I don't like dinosaur nuggets. I don't like stars. I don't like fries. I don't like rings. I just want a strip of some sort or a nugget.
It's so funny because in the
I'm a
chat,
classic. I like to keep it simple. I like to keep it safe.
in the Discord chat, it's so funny because Dave, friend of the pod, he mentioned that we should have added frozen nuggets to it, and he gives a shout out to the Dino Nug.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah, it would have lost 3-2.
Because Bill's just at like weird shapes and Dominic is just a contrarian over there.
Hey.
All right, so next is the battle of the chicken places: KFC popcorn chicken and Popeyes nuggets or strips.
I mean, this one I think is easy, but I could be wrong.
I think it's easy. I think it's Popeyes.
Yeah. Popeyes.
Yeah,
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Popeyes
Yeah,
is
Popeyes.
fantastic.
I do want to say something about Sanders, Colonel Sanders. Not a real colonel. That was not his military rank. He is what is called a Kentucky colonel, which is like a civilian honor that the governor of Kentucky gives out. And there's like millions of them. There's this guy that cut hair really good. And he found, like, in the mail, like, he was talking to this customer, and the customer was like, yeah, you did a really good job. I got you, man. And then, like, a month later, he got a certificate in the mail saying he was a Kentucky colonel. That's all it
Dear
is.
God.
So you're telling me that we can all become
He did serve in the military, though, but he was a lot lower than a colonel. I just thought it was interesting. I always assumed he was like a war hero.
My worldview has been shattered.
Right.
I don't know what to think anymore.
Boy,
Yeah.
I gotta say though, looking ahead to this round 3, there's some tough matchups.
Yeah.
Some tough nuggy
This is like-
matchups.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah, let's jump into it. Very first matchup in round 3 is Chick-fil-A's Nugs against Wendy's Spicy, specifically Spicy Nuggets.
Whew.
Yeah, this is a tough start.
This is going with the Wendy's
Is
spicy.
this the only spicy nugget?
We gotta
Left?
no, yes, but there was no Popeyes. But
Well, yeah, Popeyes.
Burger King also has a spicy variant that we didn't have on the list. We just lumped Burger King together because
Why
we
did
knew
we
they all sucked.
separate-
We
But why
separated
did we
Wendy's
separate Wendy's? And,
because they're distinct tastes. But
yeah, that's fair.
for one, though, I didn't know Burger King had a spicy nugget variation. And second, they both suck the same amount of shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Burger King spicy nuggets are so forgettable that we don't even remember they existed, and we're gonna
I
forget
didn't know that was a thing. But Popeyes also has mild and spicy.
Yeah, I got the spicy in. Whoo, boy, is it good.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think about?
I'm going Wendy's all the way.
Yeah, I got Dominic's vote in for Wendy's already.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Wendy's as well. Wendy's. Is,
I honestly, I agree. Dave Thomas, he's an American hero, and I think he did a really good job.
I think
He made a good nugget.
in terms of the quality of the meat, Chick-fil-A is better.
Why do you have so much hate in your heart, Andy?
But I think Wendy's tasted better. Also, I just hate Chick-fil-A as a company. So I'm going to vote for Wendy's. Oh, well.
Yeah, I'll go with Chick-fil-A. I just don't like spicy nuggets that much. But I understand Wendy's is good stuff anyway.
Oh, Wendy's so good.
So I have a question for you guys. Are we spicy boys or are we bland boys? What do
I'm
we
a spicy
prefer?
boy. I'm an SP.
I'm an SP, baby. Spicy all the way.
Tony, what about you?
I tend to do regular more than I do spicy, but
Is mayonnaise spicy for you?
So you're a switch?
I switch it around a lot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like if I go to Wendy's, like I'll get like a combination of like I'll get like a 6-piece of the regular and like 4-piece of the spicy.
Oh.
Or something like
Do
that.
you do like a roulette type thing where you mix them together and you just put them in a bag?
Ooh, that's spicy.
You have one spicy nugget and 6 regular nuggets, and you.
I would watch that actually. I would watch that drive home.
I'm sure something like that exists on the internet.
Right.
Andy Jerrick, what about you?
I'm usually a non-spicy person.
A bland boy?
Yeah, call me bland, call me plain, but I at least enjoy different shapes to my food.
Oh, true.
See, I used to be a bland boy, but I've been dipping my toe in the spicy sauna, so to speak.
Spicy. I love spicy sauna.
I love. Sorry.
No, you go. You're talking.
I love Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich. It's so good. And it makes me cry. Like, I'm not good at handling the spice. I get very weepy.
But it's really spicy.
It's very spicy for me. At my heart, I'm a bland boy, but I'm trying.
You know, I appreciate that. You know, as a,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I dip my toe into the sauna, and I'm like, ooh, ow. And then I have to, like, wait a little bit, but I dip it back in, and I get a little bit lower each time. So I'm like at my knees right now. And eventually, once it gets past, like, my waist, my genitals, I can ease into the sauna.
I'm not gonna lie.
And that actually describes how I already get into a real sauna.
Can next time you get the sandwich, can you record it? 'Cause I wanted to see your like your body just break down. Like, oh.
Yeah, that'll be a Patreon exclusive.
Oh yeah, okay.
See, when I hear Bill tell stories like that, I feel like such a manly man because I'm eating habanero sauce and ghost pepper sauce on the regular. But then I hear what Dominic puts in his body, and I'm like, nah, I'm still a bitch by comparison.
But see, when Dominic does it, he's also like so far gone on the intestinal scale.
Oh yeah,
he's just shitting out.
How much more damage can you really take?
At this point, yeah, it's all or nothing with me now. So if I eat something spicy, I don't shit myself. Was it really that spicy?
There's times where Dominic will eat something spicy and you'll just see shit leaking out his ear. He's just ready to blow.
Oh my God.
Sometimes, if I've had some toast, non-spicy toast, and that's a whole different. My digestive tract's a whole different podcast we can talk about, boys.
We should do a podcast on all like the things that give Dominic the most shit. My winner would be spearmint gum.
Oh, definitely, in a heartbeat.
Oh my God.
This guy comes to my house and he's going to the bathroom like every 5 minutes. And we're like, what's wrong? He's like, I chewed some spearmint gum.
Why?
Sure, it's killer time.
Has this happened more than once? Why do you keep chewing spearmint gum?
Because I like the flavor of spearmint.
Now, what about spearmint, like mints? Does that also cause problems?
Ooh,
Or is it
I'm
just the
more.
gum?
I think it's mostly just the gum, honestly. So, we can have a podcast. We'll Dom shit, I'll just eat something or chew on something.
Yeah, what
drink some
gives
water.
Dominic the
Oh.
most shits? That'll be a 64 bracket. We'll invite all the friends to come up with different ideas.
That'd be
Bill, one of the last times we went to visit you, we had to stop off in Odell.
Why? Whoa. First of all, why is there so much aggressive energy coming from this story? Like, you're mad that you had to visit me, it sounds like.
No. You're driving home from your place, and like we're in Pontiac, and Dominic's like, guys, I got a shit. I don't know if I can make it. We're like, no, we'll make it. We get to Odell, and Dominic's like, hold on, there's a gas station bathroom I know here.
Okay, first of all, Dominic said, hey, I need to pull over and take a shit. You immediately pull over so he can take a shit.
He was on the fence.
Why would you risk the interior of your car like
He
that?
was on the fence. He's like, I think I got a shit. I might be able to make it. I don't know.
That means he has to shit in like 10 minutes.
Well, we got
The
all the way to
countdown has
Odell.
started.
But he was comfortable. It was a gas station he said he shed in several times before.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
like being at home.
Shout out to the BP and Odell, fan of the podcast.
British Petroleum, fan of the pod.
Fans, not friends. Did you say fans or friends?
Oh,
A little bit of
fans,
both.
right?
I mean,
Fans,
they're
friends.
friends of Dominic's. They let him shit in their toilet all the time. So friend of the pod, I'd say.
Yeah, I think gas was about $2.87 a gallon there for unleaded, $2.97 for premium, $3.17 for the V power, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, I mean, something.
What about diesel?
Gas like that?
Oh, diesel's like $4.
God, we have gone way off the rails on this chicken nugget podcast.
Hey, where are we at? Forgot what we were doing.
We're
so-
Checkers and Wendy's non-spicy.
So it's Wendy's non-spicy versus Checkers chicken bites.
Checkers, aka rallies.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Wendy's versus Wendy's, which is
I think I wouldn't vote for it if it wasn't the better nugget, but Wendy's is definitely the better nugget.
Wendy's is better.
Andy,
Yeah.
you've been a supporter of Checkers rallies. What are you saying on this?
I am, but I'm also a bland boy, and Wendy's is just a little blander than Checkers. Give me Wendy's.
I'm excited for that matchup.
All right, so on the other side of the bracket, getting in the Elite Eight here is PDQ's Chicken Chunks versus Chicken and Spice's Stuffed
Chunks.
Chunkies. Stuffed
Oh,
Chunkies?
yeah.
Boy, this is
I
tough.
don't care.
This is tough.
This one, I love chicken and spice. I fucking love chicken and spice. I've been having it for the last 5 years. It is damn good chicken. Damn good chicken. I'm
I'll
voting
put it
chicken
in.
and spice.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for PDQ.
I'm gonna vote
Ooh, I
PDQ
like
as
that.
well
Same.
because I got a
Oh
PDQ.
my god.
I have a chicken and
Dominic-
spice right down the road, and I don't go to it like I went to PDQ when it was here. That
I'll vote
place
for
is
chicken and
awesome.
spice, buddy.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate it. Trust me, Bill. You like chicken and spice. It's cheap. It's delicious.
It sounds
Yeah.
good, and it's not a chunk. I'm
It is a
against
chunk.
No,
It
chicken and
is.
spice is chunks.
It's called chicken and spice.
Stuffed
Oh.
Chunks.
Chicken. It's called chicken chunks. Literally called chicken chunks.
Why are they?
Look at the disappointment on Bill's face. I
If I could
voted for
take
it.
my vote back, I would, and vote for neither of them.
Another negative vote.
I'm upset. This one hurts, guys. I was.
No,
you know.
PDQ is a top tier chicken. Did you have it when
Yeah.
it was in Orland?
I never had it because I'm not a sheep.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what, Dominic? Baba, because man, that shit's good.
All right, so we're
I've never
saying
had PDQ.
yeah, so
or
we're saying
chicken and
bye-bye
spice,
/ bye-bye to Chicken and Spice, and we're going to find out what rounds out the final four right here with Popeyes Nuggets versus Culver's Chicken Strips.
So I feel like Popeyes has come up against some tough competition. I think this is its easiest matchup.
Yeah, Culver's got lucky to get this far, I think.
It
It's
shouldn't have.
It shouldn't have got this far is what you're trying
It
to
should be
say.
Popeyes versus White Castle.
I'm seeing
White
some
Castle takes it out all the
disgruntled
heat.
Tony. I'm seeing some disgruntled Tony. Tony, tell us more.
Tony can't handle the Louisiana Bayou fun.
Yeah.
It's not about that.
Popeyes presents.
It's definitely about the fact that the Culver's is just, and I just think it's way better. It's not even.
It's okay at best. It's fine.
No, don't go that far, Bill. It's a good chicken strip.
Okay, but think of Popeyes.
Again,
is known
it's B. It's a B.
No, it's an
Popeyes
A.
is
Culver's is an A across the board. But you know what
No,
Culver's
no.
isn't? It's not Louisiana fresh. I'm going Popeyes, baby.
Popeyes. They have that taste of the Bayou. They, yeah, it's great.
Other two boys?
Oh, it's Popeyes all the way.
Yeah, Popeyes over here as well. Sorry, Culver's.
Now we're talking about Popeyes like strips, right?
Yeah, the strips. But the
Okay,
chicken,
because it's like nuggets.
hey, everything about fucking Popeyes is the shit.
I agree. It's great.
Well, we
All
know
right.
Wendy's is making it to the finals at least.
That's good to hear. So the
Yeah,
final four
wow.
has been rounded out. The top half of the bracket is Wendy's Spicy versus Wendy's Non-Spicy. The bottom half is PDQ's Chicken Chunks against Popeyes Nuggets. We'll start off with the top half, Wendy's spicy nuggets, Wendy's non-spicy nuggets. Based on what we've already been talking about, I have a feeling how I know where this is gonna go.
Well, there's a couple of people here who are up in the air, but I can
There's
already
a couple
kind
of
of
switches.
I'm pretty sure Dominic and I are spicy and Andy's non-spicy, so it's gonna. But
I'm
tell
not
me I'm
wrong.
wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
I love me some Wendy's spicy and non-spicy, but if I had to choose between the two, I always choose non-spicy. Actually,
Hot
if I had to choose
damn.
between the two,
I've been bamboozled by Dominic. I
love me
spicy.
some spicy nuggets. Don't get me wrong. But every time I notice that, last couple times I've gone, I've always chose non-spicy.
Have you ever eaten them side by side? Because I just did that, and I think Wendy's spicy has a whole nother realm of fun.
I think I love me some spicy nuggets. Don't get me wrong though, but I'm a consistent man. You know, I wake up at 6 o'clock, take my shower at 6:15. I get my Dunkin' every day, medium iced coffee, 1 cream. I like the consistency. I like the consistency of the non-spicy. You know, I feel like they bring me joy.
Hey, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. This isn't Culver's versus White Castle level of obnoxiousness. This is a respectable opinion.
But let's try to make it unrespectable.
Yeah.
Let's get some drama going.
Yeah.
Is anyone else picturing Dave Thomas in like a nice, wholesome suit, and then like as the non-spicy, and then for the spicy, he's in like red lingerie?
No one's imagining Dave Thomas in lingerie.
That doesn't make me want spicy nuggets.
Yeah, I agree. I like how he looks in the non-spicy. I think it's the better nugget. I think it's the better nugget.
Am I about to get
Non-spicy.
trounced with my spicy opinions? Okay.
No.
Tony,
I think
our opinions are spicier because we like the. I don't fucking know. Tony,
you could have just said they are hot takes.
well, by default, I always get the non-spicy, so I'm just gonna go with non-spicy as well.
Oh man, Jerrick rounding it out at non-spicy.
Yeah, non-spicy, please.
Hey, I love me some spice. Don't get me wrong, but I think I know.
Who would have thought Wendy's would go to the finals?
Me.
I meant more like between that matchup. It was there. Of course, they were going to go to the finals. It didn't really make sense in the content. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I had a long day.
It's like
I've
not even 9 yet.
I've had a lot of sad thoughts haunt me lately, so let's keep going.
All right, so let's find out what is going to be matching up with Wendy's non-spicy in the finals. It's either PDQ's chicken chunks or Popeyes nuggets. Oh boy, I still can't vote against PDQ.
These are my two boys.
I'm going Popeyes. I think.
I'm going Popeyes too.
Wait, who just said
Popeyes?
Popeyes?
I think it was a few weeks. Dom. I was actually a few weeks ago. I was going to go to PDQ, but turned out they closed. I didn't realize they closed down. Like,
yeah,
I was like,
it's a
hey,
shame.
I'm like, I heard. I know you, Jerrick. You always talk about it. Not always talked about it, but mentioned before. Like, oh, it sounds good. I'll get it. And then one time I actually want to go. They're fucking closed. So like permanently. Which goes to show you though, Popeyes didn't close down. PDQ did. Why?
Well, PDQ's though in the South. There's actually one in Amway Arena, which is where the Tampa Bay Lightning play.
Popeyes is also from the South.
Yes, I'm voting Popeyes because that is Louisiana fresh, baby.
Yeah.
Bill, you too?
New Orleans. It was founded there. Of course. I've never had PDQ. I don't like how they made it
Andy,
so far.
You guys giving PDQ any love, or you Popeyes boys?
I'm a PDQ boy. That's like the only. I realize it's a chicken place, but that's the only place I will go specifically to order chicken. Is PDQ. Like that's it. So it has to have my vote, even if it's a losing vote.
Tony, how about you? PDQ or Popeyes?
I respect that.
If I had to choose, which I do,
yes.
Not that it matters really, but if I had to venture to guess, I would probably pick. I guess Popeyes.
Louisiana fresh, baby.
I
I
didn't
like
like that.
Well, we have our finals.
It's a beaut. It's a beaut. The 11 seed of Popeyes Nuggets, the 12 seed of Wendy's non-spicy. You know, I really thought that the 2 seed Steak and Shake's chicken bites was gonna pull it off, but it doesn't look like it. We've got a couple middle of the roads here. I think this could be a tough one.
This is a really tough one. One thing, Popeyes kind of has an advantage because you could think of their mild or their spicy in this instance.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking of just the Popeyes, the crispy skin, the already kind of a Cajun kick to it, even in its mild form. It's got just thick chicken in there, nice white meat. I mean, Popeyes is the best chicken strip on this list.
White meat.
White meat, just like me. White meat.
Yeah. As much as I love me some Wendy's, I'm going Popeyes.
They are. Oh.
I'm going Popeyes too. That's 2 Popeyes.
These are my 2 favorite choices on the whole tournament, so I'm pretty excited. I love Popeyes. It's very good, but I don't think there's anything better than a Wendy's nugget. I could eat
anything, including your wife and future son.
Yeah, it's a very top. I'm also not having a son.
Daughter, God,
wow,
I do that every time.
So okay, well, yeah, every time if you think you get it right, eventually.
No,
but I could eat an entire. You could give me 100 Wendy's nuggets. I'll eat them. They're just perfect, and they are a nugget, which I think this is a nugget tournament.
We started as a nugget tournament, but realized strips and popcorn and all that falls into this.
Wendy's, it's perfect. I don't know what it is about them, but it's great. Popeyes, flavorful, great chicken, great atmosphere.
I'm getting all of this.
Jazz.
I'm getting the feeling you just don't like fun.
No, I love Popeyes. I love everything about Popeyes.
But you're choosing
a
bland corporate company over fun Popeyes.
Yes.
Oh.
You know what?
It's just perfect every single time. I've never had a bad Wendy's nugget. I have had a couple of bad strips of Popeyes.
You know what? I think Bill won me over. I think I want Wendy's.
Oh,
does it come down to Tony?
Well, what's Andy?
Oh, no, you switched your vote. Your vote. Oh.
Yeah, Dominic switched his vote.
I think Bill, you inspired me. Bill.
Jerrick, what are you?
Jerrick, what are you doing?
The other way, when it was the other way, I was going to go with Wendy's to also leave it up to Tony at the end. But I'm not changing my vote. I still believe Wendy's non-spicy is better than Popeyes. I like Popeyes too. I've got no issues with Popeyes. Wendy's is just something that even if I'm going there for a burger, I'm getting a little 4-pack of chicken nuggets as well. They're that good.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have them every time you're there.
I was gonna say
it's only $1. You add the little. It's something different. It's just so good for me. I gotta go Wendy's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wendy's as well. Just because, I don't think there's ever been a time where, I've been in the Wendy's drive-thru and I've, the person's order in front of me hasn't cleared yet, the system, and I don't think I've ever not seen somebody getting, at least some form of nuggets with it. Usually, people are grabbing the 4 for $4, which is just a perfect combination.
Yeah,
by the way,
that's great.
So it's just
I've never had fun in the Wendy's, but I've enjoyed their food.
Well, just to counterpoint Andy's argument is how much fun are you really having at a Popeyes?
A ton. It's
I
so
never
good.
had fun at Popeyes. I've never had.
I take a bite of that chicken strip and I'm getting all the flavors of Louisiana. I take a bite out of Wendy's nugget. I'm tasting a Wendy's nugget.
I'm pretty sure actual Louisiana fried chicken.
No, it's way I know that. Of course.
Wendy's is the taste of Columbus, Ohio, where it was founded.
Hell
That's
yeah.
why you hate it now. I'll never eat a Wendy's nugget again because you compared it to shitty ass
And
Ohio.
also, I saw something about Columbus being renamed Flavortown,
Mm-hmm.
and I support that. And I support Flavortown, and I support Wendy's, which was invented in Flavortown.
I'm pretty sure if Guy Fieri had a choice, he'd also choose Wendy's non-spicy nuggets. Friend of the pod. Fan of the pod.
Friend of the pod,
Friendly of the
Guy
pod.
Fieri. So who did you guys have as your winner?
I put McNuggets.
Oh.
Oh.
McNuggets? Yeah, that's a terrible choice, Dominic.
I feel like people were gonna go with the familiarity of like childhood nostalgia. I thought people were gonna choose that. So
And that's kind
I
of
was
what we
sitting
ended up with Wendy's.
I was eating the nuggets. There's no way I'm voting McNugget for anything.
I remember
for
when
that
I said
first
I
round.
changed my answer.
Yeah.
I originally wrote Popeyes, but I picked Wendy's non-spicy.
Fuck
Very
you.
nice.
I
wrote down Wendy's spicy. I thought I wrote down Wendy's spicy. I just thought people were going to be more so the spicy.
So did I.
So-
And I'm the only one. Oh, God, whatever. I was really surprised when everyone joined my side on the non-spiciness.
So was
Right.
I.
It's something about Wendy's
I
non-spicy.
took a bite of
Perfect.
every nugget and every strip that I had before starting this, and I wrote down the one I thought was the best, which was Popeyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
It's
does it
so
mean we have to
good.
get a Wendy's tattoo now?
Well, I'll get it right above my ass crack. Nice tramp stamp of Dave Thomas.
we can get Dave Thomas. R.I.P. R.I.P.
R.I.P. friend of the
Andy,
pod.
how much did you spend on chicken today?
Like $20 at the most, probably closer to 15. I just bought a bunch of 4 pieces. They were $1.
When you went to each place, did you go like, this is for a podcast? I'm good.
Try and squeeze some sponsorship money out of them.
I'm doing my research.
Okay, do you want sauce? No sauce for me.
I did
Sauce
say
not
no
hard-
sauce. They're like, would you like sauce? I'm like, no.
No
And
sauce.
they were like, "Ooh, another only child."
Yeah.
What a fucking dweeb, that only child.
Ted Bundy coming through. Watch out.
This is how all our podcasts are going to
Hey,
go.
Did you just refer to only children Dominic as being Ted Bundy's?
No, Al Bundy.
I think that's pretty accurate. Well, I looked up Ted Bundy. I bet he's an only child.
Well, there's more Ted
We should
Bundys in
do
this
best
chat than
serial
not
killers.
Ted Bundys.
Ted
No, not
Bundy.
Ted Bundy's. Better look out.
Yeah,
Coming
because
for
here come the Bundy boys.
Here come the Bundys.
I'll give a shout out to Bill for not saying a 9/11 joke during this entire podcast. So good job, Bill.
I would never.
I think we've now. Is it going to be your goal, Dominic, to mention 9/11 in every podcast? Boy,
We'll see.
you're going to. Tony's going to have to take your place because you're about to get canceled.
We should
I'm
definitely
not-
do.
Conspiracy theories.
Oh, no,
Bundys?
he had. Oh, okay. He had 3 half siblings. So
I mean, they don't really count. So I mean,
They're
we're talking
Half a
about like,
person.
You got
Yeah,
it. You heard it here, boys. We're the Bundy boys, the Andys and Tony, a bunch of Bundys over here.
A&T's.
there's a lot. No, just you.
It's just me.
Because
I thought
again,
this.
Tony and Andrew have spiritual brothers. They have brothers and sisters. Like they can make relationships. Andy, you're just a broken person.
I was the first here to be married.
I don't know why. I don't know why I've gotten to be so mean to you on this podcast.
I like
I'm
it.
so sorry.
I need to be taken down a peg. I appreciate it.
I
You're
don't agree. You're a lovely person.
Well, thank you.
But I'm going to cut that out.
I don't
For
care.
the joke.
You're gonna redub it, Andy. I think you're a terrible human.
yeah, you're my
Andy, I think you should turn yourself into the authorities.
You Ted Bundy.
yeah, you're my favorite homunculus, Andy. So
I accept the abuse.
Should
Knock
we
me
start
down a
recording
few
now?
pegs. We are
Oh,
still recording it. We should have
Tony, is there anything you want to plug?
maybe our podcast, Tony.
I was gonna say, yeah, if anyone wants to listen to the GM Hockey Podcast with me and Andy,
No, I'm good.
just no, fuck you, Dominic.
I actually listened to an episode.
Did you?
Did you?
What did you
Yeah.
think of it?
I liked it. It was nice. I usually, like, when Tony tells a story, I'm like, oh my god, I want to kill myself. But that was terrible. I shouldn't have said that. But when Tony's talking about hockey, it's actually really nice to listen to him. He's very knowledgeable.
I gotta
And
say,
Andy's there.
Bill's over here picking on all the only children. Meanwhile, he's calling them Ted Bundys. Better watch
You know,
himself.
They're either like a Ted Bundy or a John Wayne Gacy or Eileen Warnhouse.
Please, I'm a Zodiac, bitch. I'm a
You
Zodiac.
could be a Zodiac. Zodiac Killer was definitely an only child.
Is Bill
Yeah,
gonna
he
watch
probably
just a
was.
podcast of serial killers now?
We should have a podcast for the best serial killers. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
I don't need to do research on this.
it'd be fun. It'd be
You
fun.
could just
That actually
listen
would
to
be a
any
good-
other podcast.
To be fair,
That
I
would be
listen
a,
to a lot of YouTube videos about just weird, like, unsolved crimes. So I probably have a
BuzzFeed
weird amount of
Unsolved?
knowledge. What's up?
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Oh, I love BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah,
They're funny.
they're good.
Yeah, I like them when they do their
Shout out to Shane Madej and Ryan Bergera.
friends of the
They've
pod.
been mentors to us in our podcast journey. They've helped us out.
Hand in hand. They held our hand through this. That's why there's so many technical problems in every episode.
Yeah, basically everything that we release is a reflection on those two people and BuzzFeed as a whole.
Part of the inner circle, friends of the pod.
Friends of the pod.
Yeah, but as Tony was saying, come listen to us talk hockey if you're into that. I don't know how much overlap there's going to be between our audiences of 0 and a couple, but yeah. come on. I've plugged this podcast that hasn't had any episodes released to this date on our other podcasts. I'm just going to keep plugging both podcasts every time.
I will say it's nice that our podcasts have siblings.
Yeah.
So they're not...
GM Hockey Podcast is a friend of the pod.
They're friends and they're siblings, so they're not going to grow up to be a serial killer or dead on the inside.
Hey guys, any guesses to why it's named the GM Hockey Podcast?
Thinking of how
Is it
creative we
Galsky
are.
Isaac?
Yeah.
That's
And also a GM is a high-level position that basically builds the teams.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's in like every sport though. There's GMs in basketball. There's
GM.
GMs in
Galsky Vice.
there's Galsky Isaacs in every sports league.
Yeah. I prefer Good Morning. Good morning.
Oh, that would have been great. The Good Morning Hockey Podcast.
I'm very excited when this podcast talks about sports, even if it's going to be like best Air Bud movie or most outrageous professional
Buddies.
athlete names.
Airbud.
Which, if you don't vote for Misty Hyman in that all the way through, there's something mentally wrong with you. The best professional athlete name.
Is she a swimmer?
No, she's an Olympic athlete. I don't remember what she is, but she's not a swimmer. I don't
There's
think.
a basketball player named DJ Strawberry, which I think is pretty much the winner.
There's Coco Crisp as a baseball player. I know it's not his real name, but good enough
Oh,
for
no, you
me.
gotta go with real names.
Okay, Milton Bradley, the baseball player.
Hey,
It's all games to him.
Hey, gents, sorry to play a party pooper, but I gotta head out. So.
Okay, Andy, close us out so Dominic can bounce.
All right, sounds good. Everybody, thank you for listening so much to episode number 2 of Bracket Up, where we rank and file and rank again your favorite mundane and non-mundane topics. Once again, today's best fast food chicken nuggets /strips/things. Our winner was Wendy's non-spicy nuggets. I might just be going afterwards to get myself a 4-pack. I'm sure you guys will too. But until next time, first, a quick thanks to Tony Galski for being our special guest on this podcast. Appreciate your knowledge and your love, Tony. It was great to hear from you. And a second thank you to our good friend Roy the Boy for letting us have his Zoom account that we could use to record for something longer than 40 minutes. So one more time, bye, everybody. This is Bracket Up, and we'll see you next time.
Bracket up.